How come we've got to live in a tree, he asked.
Because we're not ordinary folks, boy. We're magic.
Magic?
Yep, said the father. You know how sometimes folks get into trouble, and then they meet a funny little man who does a little magic. Then later on, they read a fairy tale about him. He pulled out a book, pointing to the funny little man. That's us. Being the son, 6th on his birthday, his father told him it was time to go out and make a name for himself.
If I do, will they write a fairy tale about me?
Without a doubt, said the father, who then gave his son a helpful kick on the rear to start him on his way. There was a poor miller in town who had a very beautiful daughter. One day she was carrying a little flower when she bumped into the king himself. He was about to banish the girl from the kingdom forever when the miller bounded to her rescue. This daughter of mine can spin gold out of straw, boasted the miller.
Spin gold out of straw? Bring this girl to my castle tomorrow, and if she can do as you say, I will take her as my bride.
He marched off to do her all things, like sitting on a stone. But I can't spin gold out of straw, cried the daughter. Yeah, I know it, and you know it, but the king doesn't know it, and we sure won't tell him. So the next morning, the king placed the unfortunate miller's daughter in a dark room in the castle.
Now spin that straw to gold, or else.
Alone in the room, the miller's daughter sat down and put her chin in her hands. But I don't want to be or else.
The funny little man heard the girl's fight and knew this was his chance.
Who are you? Exclaimed the girl.
I'm the funny little man in a green suit.
You can say that again.
I'm the funny...
Never mind. What do you want?
I'll spin that straw to gold for you if you'll give me your first child and you become queen.
Why that?
I don't know. It makes the plot better.
She agreed, and he got to work right away. When the queen's beautiful child was born, the little man appeared once again.
I came for the kid.
The queen jumped back and clutched the child to her chest. But you can't have my child. What will you do with him?
Why, make a funny little man out of him and dress him in a green suit. What else? The queen sobbed so loudly that the little man decided to give her a second chance. Tell you what, if you can discover what my name is in 2 days, you can keep the child.
The little man paused.
Won't that make a keen fairy tale someday?
The queen began pacing the royal nursery, calling to mind all the names that she didn't hear. Are you Henry, Clyde, Newton, George, Marmaduke, Sidney, Frank?
Nah, said the little man.
The next day she tried again. Are you Mean Troy, Running Mouse, Cherry Nose, or Charlie Brown?
No, you failed, shouted the little man.
Well, what is your name then?
Challenged the queen, her hands on her hips. It's,
The little man took off his hat and scratched his head. He came to the horrible realization that he didn't know what his name was.
Wait here, I'll be right back. He dashed into the kingdom to see if he could find someone that could tell him what his name was.
He asked everyone, but no one could tell him what his name was. Finally, out of desperation, he went to an old wise man who lived in a hole in the ground. I don't know what your name is, but I know you can find it out. Get yourself a mailbox. Sooner or later, someone will send you a letter, and you just check and see what name's on the envelope.
The little man did as instructed. He got a mailbox and waited inside for delivery. Before long, he did receive a letter. When he saw the name on the envelope, he was shocked. It read, Rumpelstiltskin. What kind of name is that? I can't go back to the queen and tell her that. I'd be the laughingstock of the kingdom.
So the queen and her child lived happily ever after, and she never saw the funny little man in a green suit again. In fact, no one saw the funny little man again. He was so ashamed, he got out of the magic business and changed his name to Louis Smith.
And we all know there's never been a fairy tale about Louis Smith.
That is, until just now.